Hi, happy Tuesday, and welcome to Now, the fun show hosted by me, Curtis P. Today we're kicking the entire show off talking about the biggest topic of the day for myself. I kind of foreshadowed it yesterday, that being, of course, the Apple event that happened today. Yes, Apple held a big event, or kind of a small event, actually, at their headquarters today, talking about a few new cool things. The first of which being iOS 7. Yes, Apple, of course, talking a little bit more about iOS 7. It was originally announced at WWDC in June, but they kind of showed it off a little bit more. Yes, they showed off all of its new flat UI, some of its apps, showed off a couple different things, but overall it was the same thing we've seen before. The big news, of course, being the announce date. When can you get your hands on this brand new software? Well, that date is September 18th. As long as you have an iPhone 4 or newer, 5th generation iPod Touch, iPad 2 or newer, and or an iPad mini. So iOS 7 will be coming out very soon to all of you, of course, and you can enjoy all of its simpler UI sort of type stuff. But that wasn't really the big news of the day. No, now we get into the topic of brand new type things, the first of which being the iPhone 5C. Yes, all the rumors were correct, the iPhone 5C or the iPhone Color. It has a brand new plastic back, actually it's like a unibody back and sides. Comes in the colors of green, blue, yellow, pink, and white. And also has these really cool multi-color cases that you can slap on it. On the inside though, it does have the basic iPhone 5 type specs. It has an A6 processor chip, an 8 megapixel camera, though it does have a better battery life, that being because it is slightly thicker. They just crammed an extra battery in there. The new battery is capable of 10 hours of LTE browsing, 10 hours of talk time, and 10 hours of video playback, which is actually pretty good. The iPhone 5C will retail in its 8 gig capacity for $99, that being on a 2-year contract, but $99, that's pretty freaking cheap. Though if you need a little bit more storage, the 32 gig model will come in at $199, still a fairly cheap price for a very nice looking phone. Of course, those prices are all on contract. The off-contract prices have yet to be confirmed, though they're probably going to be a little bit more expensive. Though Apple is trying to make this phone fairly cheap so that it can break into the Chinese market, where people traditionally don't sign to 2-year contracts, they just buy the phone outright. So the iPhone 5C, a pretty sweet announcement. I kind of like it. It comes in a couple cool different colors. Though, of course, that was not the big star of the day. No, the big star of the day being the iPhone 5S. At least in my view, it was the big star of the day. Coming in a silver, gray, and gold model now. Yes, that's right. If you want to get all blingy with it, you can get a gold iPhone for yourself. Though when I look at the gold iPhone, I just think it looks really gaudy. But to each their own, of course. I will traditionally get a black iPhone 5S because I'm boring. The iPhone 5S packs the brand new A7 processor, which for the very first time in a smartphone, according to Apple at least, it is a 64-bit processor. For the average user though, that just means it's going to perform better than the old model. It's going to be faster, which, hey, we already kind of knew it was going to do that because it is the iPhone 5S, after all, S standing for presumably speed. They did show off Infinity Blade 3 running on the iPhone 5S. Of course, better graphics performance are coming with this brand new processor. Along with that, a better camera, though it sticks with the regular 8 megapixels from before, the pixels are now bigger. The camera also gains a 2-tone flash, which is really nice. This allows the flash to actually change in correspondence to the lighting conditions you're currently in. That means next time you take a picture with flash under fluorescent lights, it doesn't turn out all like blue and orange-like. No, now the iPhone will actually fix the flash accordingly and produce a very nice flash. Though I assume it's still iPhone flash, so it's still kind of crap. Burst mode has been introduced to the camera. That means 10 photos per second, if you want to do that. Along with that, of course, better image stabilization, so you no longer see those blurry iPhone photos. Like when you're walking or something, you're like, I'm gonna take a picture, boom, and then it's all blurry. No more of that. No, the iPhone 5S looks to solve that. Another cool thing with the camera, slow-mo video. Yes, that's right. You can now get 120 frames per second of video, though only in 720p. Though it'll be cool, you can shoot the video and then you can slow down certain parts. It looks pretty freaking cool. I'm sure the internet will be full of slow-mo type iPhone videos in the future. Probably vertical iPhone video in the future as well. Please note, turn your frickin' phone, because if you haven't noticed, things are widescreen. But the last big thing to note here, the biggest, at least I feel, biggest part of the iPhone 5S, of course, being the brand new Touch ID. Yes, all the rumors were correct. A fingerprint scanner has now been situated inside of the home button. It's now easier than ever to just unlock your phone. Instead of actually entering a passcode, you can simply rest your thumb or any other finger onto the home button, and then it will unlock the phone. Along with this, Apple has actually merged it with the iTunes software inside. So next time you go to buy an app, instead of entering your password for iTunes, you can just scan your thumb and boom, you just pay for an app, it installs on your phone, bing, bang, boom, everything is simple. Personally, I think that's pretty freaking sweet. It's like the future. You just stick your thumb on there, it's like, and then it scans, you're in, good to go. Along with all the upgraded internal specs, we also get an upgraded battery. Yes, that's right, no longer will your iPhone die. At least, not so soon. You now get 10 hours of LTE browsing, 10 hours of talk time while you're on the phone, and 10 hours of video playback. So next time you're on a plane or wherever else you're going, you can just watch videos for like ever on your phone. As long as forever is under 10 hours. So what can all of this cost? Well, of course, the 16 gigabyte version comes in at $199, the 32 gigabyte version comes in at $299, and 64 at $399. Of course, that all being on a 2-year contract. As for the off-contract prices, yeah, they're probably pretty expensive. I would assume the 64 gig is up in the $900 range. But it is a freaking sweet phone. I plan on upgrading because the fingerprint scanner is so freaking cool. Also an upgraded camera, nothing wrong with that. But otherwise, that was basically it. iOS 7, they just kind of skimmed through really quickly. iPhone 5C was really sweet, but they also kind of just like pounded through that real quick. And of course, the iPhone 5S, we kind of already knew that was gonna happen, so really wasn't overly surprising, but that was it. They didn't talk at all about the new iPad or iPad minis, no new iPods, which was actually very surprising, no new watch, though that was kind of like, yeah, and no discussion on updates for the Mac, even though there's a brand new operating system, that being Mavericks, coming out within like the next couple of months. Since there's so many things that have been left out, many are assuming that there will be another event maybe in the near future, like next month. At that event, Apple will then go over many other things, just kind of like what it did last year. Apple had its phone event, and then it had its everything else event. So we can look forward to that, though of course no date has yet to be announced. So with the 2 new announcements from Apple today, what do you think about the new iPhones? And which one would you like to get, the iPhone 5C or the 5S? You can let me know in the comments section down below. You can also let me know on the show's Facebook page, Twitter account, or through Google+. Links to all that and the other topics I talked about in today's episode in the description down below. Down there, so many things. I say that every single episode, but it's the same thing. There's things down there. Go and click on them. Of course, if you like today's show, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and hey, maybe even share the show with your friends. Until tomorrow, I'm Curtis Parody, and that's what's happening now.